non è sottotenuta sana perché è stata interrotta 50.000 volte. Ci sono. C'è il mio gatto che vuole fare il pirla, quindi che palle. Allora,
Maloose, we're back!
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most... You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so quickly?
About that. It's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You still remember, right, Maloose?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's.
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened before?
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, at a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant...
Wait! Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind...
Yes, he did. If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many and if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety. As he oversaw Poisson, my father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse, and called for a complete ban of it.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth. Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth.
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the man's name was Jacques. That night, my father hoped, but then...
Huh? How did that happen?
Sounds just like Lenny's case. Looking back on it, though, I now believe...
Precisely. It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now. Back then, we all just thought, but, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at...
You're right.
Jacques was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions. I think this third person is probably the... On that note, however, even though this will not please you, demoiselle, as your and your father... Our opponent is insidious and cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal. Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace, and we have been allowed to live out our... There is no need to follow your father's path. It would be...
If that's indeed what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself. Was I not the closest person to him? And what was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he... Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his... Did he think I just accept... I've never accepted that. I want to find out the real...
Sylvia.
This is indeed the best...
So you do know something else, Maloose?
Yes, I do. But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, demoiselle, had been selected as the next...
What?
And the serial disappearances case cost him 5 years. Was nowhere knowing all of this. But as long as you remain safe, he would not... If something were to happen to you...
Right. So nobody would be able...
As we've seen, bosses...
No, I don't believe it. He never...
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard. Especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful...
So he chose to die in silence.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, demoiselle. If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me, I'm sure he'd be...
That fool. No. He might have said... Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to...
Yeah.
I suppose that's true. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. Maloose,
What was the key evidence that he shared with you?
It's the location where synth is produced. He said when he was threatening the enemy boss didn't but if you want to use it,
Why? If we know where the
you mustn't forget that we're fighting against a there's no telling what might but a single visit. The worst case would be that we
Then, in that
well, you saw one of them
That's true, but things are different.
you sound like you've put a lot of thought.
I am the butler, after all. I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk for you.
Thank you for all of that, Malus.
Let me think. One conclusion I came to was that the enemy, when I announced orders to if the vendors didn't change their plan after several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, the first is Florent, Spina di Rosula's.
Huh?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people, thanks to his position. There's someone else like him too. Marcel.
Uncle Marcel.
It's a guild in Poisson. In the beginning, they were...
So, they're like a sister organization?
Yes, you can say that. It's a bit difficult.
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and... Although the guards mostly leave us, since Thierry is always in the know about our...
I see. To think that the enemy...
If you want to investigate them, please take every precaution to not alert the quarry.
Of course.
You're too kind, my lady. And before I forget, proving bosses after that incident, if it might help, you could also...
Aw, thank you so much, Mel.
A new case awaits, my dear partner. I hope we can work together to...
It is settled, then. Please excuse me, and enjoy your conversation at your leisure.
Thank you for arranging everything for us, Malus.
Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything from us?
Oh,
Hey, Navia's all quiet. This isn't like her at all.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time. After what happened, I didn't know how I was supposed to face the two of you.
Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mora and support.
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques?
You don't understand at all.
I didn't know how to face you. Because I didn't know what I could possibly bring as a I know only the full...
I'm sorry. I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't have to carry all that guilt. On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already.
Would you mind sharing it with me? I really can't believe that my father could ever bring himself to shoot Jacques.
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth business again. He had many regrets, and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought mora was everything. So when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately. He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
They found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two of us. I don't know that for sure, but you could... Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callous, even if he fired the shot that killed my husband.
But Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy? Papa always wanted to be a good man. So why did he have to...
Well, things aren't always as they seem. You still feel like your papa was a good man, right?
Yeah. Papa...
Then you should hold on to that. Regardless of whether...
Oh.
Thank you. For everything you've told me.
Thank you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is...
You really think so? That's the first time anyone said that.
Are you okay, Navia?
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next. Florence should be nearby, and we should be able to find Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city. I'll get myself together on the way, so please don't worry.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House. Someone got turned into...
Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth.
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with my father, it was raining out. After my partner here put the dots together for me, I feel like... Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened that...
Let me think. After that, my first reaction was that But when I got there, it was already too late. Mr. Callous was standing over a dead body with a gun in it.
So you also remember 2 gunshots then?
Indeed. The guards said that the reason being, but according to the guards, that doesn't... About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned. Do you think there was a third person?
At least from our perspective. The gun he was holding?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But hold on. If that's what he didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine. And did he lose all faith in...
About that, I'll tell you everything. Once the...
I understand. Then, and if I may just say one more thing. The whole many people have but it was Mr. Callous, no matter what other...
Don't worry. You and all our... Hey, Thierry, it's me.
Oh, now.
Oh, so you...
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm also a member of the guards, you know. The way you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to Poisson because I had done something wrong.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that? Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
I mean, where I work is really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of Poisson. Callous did a fantastic job running the town, building Spina di Rosula from the ground up, clearing many obstructions in my way. It would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy but high-paying job in the city. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Are these 2 friends of yours? You, here for some formal business?
Yes. These 2 are my partners. What happened at the Opera House made us realize that Linny's case and my father's may be related. We're trying to reinvestigate the details of my father's old case.
Ah, I get it. You think there might be more to the case now that we know people can be dissolved into water, right? I was also flabbergasted when I first heard of it. If you want to go through the original files from your father's case, I can help you look for them.
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Actually, I have another question. Do you have the authority to dispatch Gardamex?
Of course. Without them, I couldn't possibly handle Poisson on my own. Why do you ask? We definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's case.
Well, You see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in the city. So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something against me, all you would need to do is get rid of the mecha serial numbers and send them after.
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from controlling them. If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders or carry your baggage. If you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. The same goes for me and my Gardamex. Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think. There are a lot of complex steps to it, and it's almost impossible to keep it a secret. So I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units. They're certainly not cheap. So, whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful, or both.
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Gente, avete sentito tutto.
Jokes aside, I'll be staying in the city for...
Hello, how may I help you? I'm here to see Marcel. Sure, I will let him...
Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I used.
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about...
Yes,
Oh, you were...
That's right. I also witnessed your marvelous... To beat the Hydro Archon at her...
Oh, Paimon doesn't want...
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is.
Uncle Marcel, you...
Yes, I was...
Exactly.
Oh,
We were attacked on Araneus by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also an... If not for the vigilance of my...
Oh, you're giving us too much
Alas, it seems... But rest assured, Navia. Poisson will always remain... If anyone dares to...
Thank you, Uncle Marcel. Do you have any new thoughts on my father's case?
About that. The confrérie was responsible. Then I heard the sound of a gun.
Oh, it's okay. No need to push your...
Sounds good. Just let me... All my wealth comes from cow...
We've talked to all three suspects, purely based on...
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
I suppose that's to be expected, though. If a single conversation's all that's needed to find them out, then my fault... Anyway, even though we didn't make a breakthrough, let's still compile what we were able to...
But where should we start? Ah, you're right!
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered, and that he had no choice before he left home. If I had...
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
Oh? And why is that?
Ooh, that's a good point. Jacques...
So, what would make more sense from his perspective? Makes sense. But besides Jacques, the attack from the... It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordials...
Do you think he...
Given everything that's happened since... but who among the three suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex? Uncle Marcel?
And with funds from the confrérie, he could also afford... Still really hard for me to imagine, though. Also, wouldn't this mean he has been spending a whole lot of... Florent? It is true that he was... But... Spina...
So you're saying he's too broke to afford a mecha army?
Exactly. He can't. And even if he could, I don't think he would be able... Thierry, you say? But... I didn't...
Yeah. If the mecha were taken from...
Who could it be? You know, if you think...
Could we be missing others?
Malus has always been very reliable, and the suspect is knowledgeable about... Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all tie back...
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
Yes. Malus, we need far more solid proof...
Navia, here you are. Oh, I've been looking...
Huh? Aren't you the guy from the...
Yeah. News...
Wasn't that place built
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called Tartaglia.
What?
Yeah, we know him.
Well, he's...
Wait, how? None of our investigations have had...
That's what I thought was strange about it, so I came to tell... If the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our planned
Right, because...
Yeah.
I understand. Huh? Split up? What do you mean? Since this is a trial, you're right. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be...
We'll help you.
Demoiselle, please allow us to accompany you.
I'm ready.
Ah, Malus, Silver.
We heard that it's our hope that...
See you then! Now that Navia has set out for Aranias, we should also get going. The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over. Huh. According to Malus's info, the synth production base is underwater. Let's go and try to find the entrance.
Mission Grind.
This is the entrance that leads
Cioè, se uno dice aspetta, voglio vedere una serie, e credo che non sono
probably
una
arguing
famiglia
up a
loro.
storm right now to stall for us.
Hai preso una medicina mezzogiorno? Cioè le due.
It would appear that I must repeat my question again, mister. Do you accept the charge that you...
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand. However, I did hear that... In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I've got to admit, that's one... When I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back.
Hey! Don't you understand? You're...
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon wants to lecture me on the... Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns better.
Alas, it would appear that in that case, let me...
That case had nothing to do with... Huh? What's going... Why is she interjecting?
I told you it couldn't be one of the Fatui harbingers.
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings. But that was an exception rather...
Oh, please. We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. And if my charges prove true, then
Oh, a young lady has charged it. So, Your Honor, is there nothing else for me to do?
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted. Now then, Miss Navia, who...
That person... Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabriere!
Huh? What confrérie? Never heard of them in my life.
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Please let me remind you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter. Committing to the charge also means taking on the legal responsibilities associated with it. And if the charge fails...
Yes.
In that case, I declare the charge to be valid. Miss Navia and attorneys, please take members of the guards. Please... Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney.
Apology. I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding between...
Very well.
I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago. To the case of only through elucidating what
Navia, come on. Why would... If that's enough to make me a suck...
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the...
Exactly correct, Your Honor.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage. On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted during the banquet, when the guests arrived at the scene, the guards' investigation did not recover any... The suspect did not dispute this conclusion. Callus was defeated by champion... These are the known facts about the...
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. In truth, the third person shot Jacques first, and was shot in turn by my father when my father... After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing all... Thank you for the summary, Your... However, we should revisit the... The testimony of the victims, however, unfortunately for Jacques, this assassin a pile of... But now, since... Realizing this, the true culprit...
So that's what happened. Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primordial sea has...
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives. I guess they didn't shoot...
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime. You should provide a rebuttal if you wish to prove...
But I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact...
Then, may I ask some questions? In my... 1. Do you have the
I'm a...
Boo! If you don't have any...
I may not have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it. If we look up the deserted clothes against a record of... We should be able to find a match. Considering the serial disappearances case, the guards probably kept careful records of all
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette.
Why do I feel like Farina's acting a little differently today?
Maybe she's scared of embarrassing herself again?
Alternatively, she's become...
My second question has to do with the ensuing duel. Then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court? if he had testified.
I've thought about this too. And the answer, the dissolving power of water. My father could have exposed it for all at that time. What was certain, however.
Boss once told me.
What? If the secret had gotten out, of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of. But what good would that do? How can a hall had this opera house? But by staying silent, I was able to become. And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what.
So, you mean to?
That's right.
Do you have?
Of course, all you need. I don't need your apology, but since he entrusted his will to.
So, during the duel.
Yes, as a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless in my line of work. Just one look and I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus.
Since that's your testimony, I have no.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case.
Right? What she said was fascinating.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases are, in my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques and at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone, because the culprit could only time their actions so precisely. Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and...
So that's why you suspected me. Even after hearing your reason, I'm used to it, though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental
No need to appeal to pathos.
I won't try to refute you. On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to...
Not much you can say to that.
I know that even with that, you might... Alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder? But if I were to dismiss... Do you know what the biggest flaw in your...
I suppose you're gonna tell me anyway.
It's timing. I'm a businessman by trade. In addition, I left... But the disappearance...
I do apologize, Demoiselle.
No.
Is there anything else? You can also take a look at my border entry records, or ask my friend. Could those records and testimonies do something to appease the
seems like she got the wrong guy.
At this rate, Navia will be
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings as he neared the end. But aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations? He wished for you to become more once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings, and to stop rushing headlong.
This isn't just about me. The biggest difference between me and the people whose families were destroyed, many people's, and whose is it a man named Vacher?
Huh.
Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd...
I was waiting for...
A minor setback.
Freeze! Dodge this! Cool it! Don't get frostbite!
Dodge this! Ha. 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 Freeze! Ha. 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 Cool it! Ha. 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 Dodge this!
Because of this mechanism in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place. Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up. The water level is rising. Now we can swim to the top. But this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
Windblade! Prepare to be blown away!
Annihilation mode.
Warning, port. Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this! I'm not done.
I have taught you everything I know.
Be gone! Windblade! Yeah! Yeah! Windblade! Prepare to be blown away! Windblade! Be gone!
Windblade! Be gone!
Preparing for dust up.
Calculation. Error. Insulation chamber deployed. Yeah. Awaiting reactivation.
Don't get frostbite. That was unexpected.
Prepare to be blown away! Be gone! Windblade!
Freeze! Don't push your luck. Dodge this! You're getting on my nerves. I'm not done.
sequence initiated. Accept. Defensive mode engaged.
I am outplayed.
Freeze! Dodge this! That was unexpected.
Installation chamber deployed. That will leave a scar. Defensive mode engaged. Annihilation mode. Installation chamber deployed. Accelerating. Ultimatum protocol. Defensive mode engaged. Cleanup sequence initiated. Installation chamber deployed. Preparing for dust up. Cleanup sequence initiated.
After all that, we finally made it to the innermost, though, as expected, the mastermind isn't here. That's right. What's all this? Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box. Paimon sees it too, but why are all these? Huh? You mean the girls from? And all the boxes of things. These names. Whoa! There's so much synth here! And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain... Mixing in progress. Whoa! There's even fruit-flavored synth? Yep! What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place. Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's research conclusion. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Sorry, traveler. Paimon will try her best. How can someone write something that terrible? You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going. So that's why he did it. But did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane! Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. You mean Vache is the one who did all of these... experiments? So that's it! Vache was no victim. No, that's not it either. If that's the case, why would he want... In any case... Let's see what's written here. Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to... This should prove the existence of the third person, right? We still have not... The old dog's a real... He can act whenever he wants. I concur. Let's send someone... Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups. Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water. That means this is where they make all this. If you dilute it with normal, Paimon will take notes on the... We've looked at almost everything here, and it seems... Yeah, we haven't found anything that revealed... No wonder even Nervalette wasn't named that way. Even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true culprit. Sure thing. You take that side, and Paimon will take this side. Nothing at all. And Paimon can't even find snacks either. Whoa, really? Let Paimon see. Venier. Isn't that Vache's lover's name? Then you found... Aw. It's just a normal duck. So many. A whole page's worth. But they're all crap. The final name... Marcel. Wait, but Marcel's pretty old. Has this case been going on for so long that he's Vache and Venier's grown son?
And whose image do you... Is it a man named Vache? Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised.
I was waiting.
Navia! We're back!
As expected of my partner.
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules?
It's all right, Monsieur Nervalette. Given their confidence, I expect...
lunedì 4/8 alle 11 presso Amazon SS Mantovana. Non so dov'è. Somalia per prima.
Python con
Alle 11.
l'occhio.
Sì, devi stare attento perché certe volte ti toglie quello che vuoi rispondere.
But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've always been Vache.
Huh?
We've investigated your lair, and we already... After your lover, Venier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment. You even created Marcel as a new identity.
So that's it. Even the villains and with that, Marcel's... This information regarding your past also dismantles... Well, you fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living. So, you never noticed.
You also never understood, boss.
Or our determination to see things.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself.
Do you think? Do you pay attention to you? What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from... They said there's no way I... Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house. Venier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes. But I'm not from this blasted place.
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve. Can't. Do you all see? I can't go. I can't follow. So if I did all of that, and in the end, I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get...
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please...
Don't touch me! Don't anybody... Venier, please, Venier.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel...
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after...
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the... The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vache, and worked as an adventurer with his partner. During an underwater expedition, Venier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea, and was dissolved in front of Vache as Vache learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others, and began to kidnap young... To cover his tracks, during the course of his research, Vache discovered that however, as he accumulated wealth to fund his... After exchanging blows, although the assassination... And just recently. However, his attempt to frame... Thus concludes the enigmatic hit... The oratrice will now deliver the final... According to the judgment of the oratrice guilty.
Guards! Take Vache.
Good. It's what he deserves.
With that, the serial
We really just witnessed history. Who would have thought?
Yippee! We have Navi! He's hurt so many innocent people. Huh? Are you?
Demoiselle, you were
A day our late boss had...
Yeah. Yeah. See, Papa?
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business.
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
What now?
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you...
Oh, come on. Is this really necessary?
Please respect the laws of Fontaine.
All right, but this...
Through evidence presented in the public, the guilty party has been identified, and we now turn to the oratrice. According to the judgment of the oratrice, guilty.
What?
Hey! That's not funny! What's with this verdict? Is your...
Huh? This has never happened before. The oratrice?
I mean, have you ever...
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case?
The judgment of the oratrice mécanique done. Guards, please take the suspect into custody.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
Hey, Monsieur Nouvelette, what's going on?
Apologies. This is also the first time. All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
Why are you looking? I don't know what happened there.
What does Lady Farina mean by that?
She says she has no idea either?
Yeah, so are the verdicts... My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be... Don't tell me. You thought even I had been blindsided.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea.
However, given of course, if you thought child had nothing to do with this, everything, all shall be Now, having said that, although I...
So she chose to make her...
So you're saying we shouldn't...
She probably just put on that performance to save face. As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea. However, please be assured that I...
All right. After all, he...
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop him!
Traveler! Hey! Traveler!
Marcel! What are you doing?
Stop resisting arrest! Cease!
No, wait! I just want to ask the Traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Go on.
Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you... I erased all records of that name. So...
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already been convicted.
Really? You did? You're sure? The Fountain of Lucine? Then... Please give me a chance.
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mop?
This request, is it...
Of course! Wait.
Humans. Will they betray... Very well.
Your Honor,
I will go with him. You do not need to worry.
Thank you. Thank you. Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Yeah, and even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing.
Vache.
Ah!
Yes, that's it. So...
Vinier, it's me! It's...
Vache?
I'm here! I'm here! Where are you, Vin...
Hey, wait!
Vinier, is that you? It's me!
Vache? Why did you... You look...
It's been more than 20 all this time. Oh, I must be dreaming. Vinier, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could...
But Vache, if you ask me, if not for you, if not for you, it's all because of...
You... Wait, you are not Vinier. Who...
You're right. I am not Vinier. Every woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved, our conscience, our thoughts circulate. I'm Cressy. The only one I am not is Vinier.
Why? But then... Where...
She doesn't want to see you anymore. This is what you get for your selfish... But did you ever consider... You are a liar. The only thing you are not is Vinier's. But from the moment your first victim died and her consciousness merged with Vinier's, she has had nothing but pure...
No!
You still don't understand. When I said don't look for me, that came from the real Vinier. But on top of that, she also said... She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you. Vache.
Vache?
Vache.
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 Drown.
Finally, we have some time to do shopping. Gosh, it's really been a long time since we've been able to relax.
Well met, partner. I knew...
Even this weather can't...
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, hey, Navia! It's been a...
Oh, now that I...
Sounds like you're really enjoying life these days, Navia. What have you been busy with?
It's just been one thing after the other. I've been making non-stop trips. Everyone from Spina di Rosula organized a memorial for my... This time, though, everyone in Poisson...
So his name's...
It's been the dearest wish of Demoiselle all...
That blasted... Oh, by the way, I ran into Charlotte just after I left the memorial service. Well, maybe it'd be more accurate to...
Huh? So you know Charlotte?
Yeah. Way back when I first became the president of the Spina di Rosula, I believe the story was called To be fair, though, it was a really flattering feature. She was trying to lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on the series.
Oh, yeah. She told...
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house with the critical evidence, that... Oh, and in other...
Oh, Are you two on better...
While you were investigating Vashay's headquarters, Clorand gave testimony on my father. It was thanks to her that we were able...
Oh, that's great!
Anyway, now that the case has finally been solved, perhaps it will actually...
What is it?
I should pay a visit to my father's grave, and on top of that...
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
We want to go too! We also think Callus is a really admirable person.
Sure thing. I'd like...
And in that case, everyone...
Yeah, you're right. It's been... This is where my father's grave is.
Huh? There's... Isn't that Nervalette? Why would the Chief Justice be here? Huh? Not...
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay my respect.
Don't say that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I wanted to show my father how much I've grown. But still, I doubt I've grown to the point that even the Chief Justice would feel...
In that case, I will stop.
You really... In any case...
Well, ever since that day, I've been turning... There was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important. Oh, rather than that, it's probably... Which is also why I didn't stop. I believed that... But Mr. Callus proved me, if not for his sacrifice. Mr. Callus made the... And in the end, a justice that's higher than... So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apology. This regret has filled me with a sadness. That high and mighty chair in the opera Epicles indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your heart.
I'm sorry for being mad. So, you're actually one of those...
Sorry about that.
Didn't I...
Ah, so Navia... Let's not disturb them for now. We can... Paimon's never paid respects at someone's grave before. Huh? Oh, Paimon didn't know that was a thing. But Paimon doesn't know what she would do if she can't fly. Oh no. Paimon hopes Miss Navia won't be too mad. Anyway, Nervalette is still standing around there.
Oh, it's you two.
We ran
I see, I see.
Well, it's...
Please feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it would be...
So, at court, the bad guys referred to that special water as what?
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate. I can only surmise that Vache and his ilk only learned of its nature. There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet. The nature... Most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that special sea.
Huh. So it really was where everything
But today, the primordial sea no longer exists on the planet. What Vache discovered must have been some kind of special case, or...
Huh. So that's how it is.
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and... To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding. Is there anything else you... That the sea levels will rise and everyone will be dissolved in water. Does that appropriately summarize the version you've heard?
That's right. It was
Yes, up to the present, I think we reached a point where we have no choice but to confront this prophecy direct. Rumors have it that this prophecy is rooted in the last words, the former.
A prophecy? Of the former Hydro Archon?
Two parts of the prophecy have already proven correct. The rising sea levels, and the ability of the people of Fontaine to be dissolved. Speaking of the prophecy, Farina has also always taken it quite seriously. Indeed, she has been If the rumors were true, then perhaps this prophecy is the conundrum left to Farina by her
But with Farina being the way she is, can we...
Is there anything else you'd like to... My apologies. However, I still... For many years, I have been as a divinely created man. Not only can it produce the incredible power of indemnitium, such as self-awareness, which is all to say I have been prepared for a situation like this for a long time. I was not aware such a thing had occurred. In any case, I am based on Farina's reaction. While we do intend to get to if we did incorrect.
If you ask Paimon, the only...
Is there anything else? Your sibling, another blonde-haired traveler. If he ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure he followed our laws to the letter and had no... Is there anything else? Very well. It was my honor to provide you with what... It will soon be time for me to leave this blissful tranquility.
You really are super busy.
Crime and villainy do not have the day off, and so justice must work around the clock as well.
All right. Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped. You know, we've been walking around for a while now. Why don't we go back to the Spina di Rosula base in the court of Fontaine and have a rest?
Iniziamo stasera,
Now we have
ragazzi.
nothing